plays by hand on it, sometimes it just goes south. This scenario like this, the guy starts talking about himself and not talking about himself in a way that I'm intrigued to ask about his life. Like he's going on and he's talking about other people and then talking about other things, and I'm just literally saying then like, could you just shoot me already? Like I need to go home. That date was an hour. 1 hour. I left the house at 8:30. I came back home at 9:30, 9:45, and it seemed to me that I'd been there for 4 hours. It was that bad.
Yeah, but you see, that's the thing. Again, you're saying intellectual conversation, and I just want to say this one more time. I've had a situation where the guy is a banker, you know, working in a big financial, well, he's a finance guy working in a financial institution. And I see him, you know, I waited for a while for him. We went out to have drinks. He comes in and he's talking about work. Very intellectual conversation. But at that point in time, I did not care about that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm fine, thank you. How are you too? Because there wasn't even a hello, how are you? Sorry to keep you waiting. And this guy is smart, he's intelligent. So, I mean, for me, that's another deal breaker because you can't keep me waiting, which I don't mind doing. Yeah. But when you come in
and you're talking about yourself,
and don't be all smug and you know you're wearing your nice suit, and then you're looking down on what I do, and then you're thinking you're gonna flog my mind with what you're doing.
You girls would be surprised, but some girls like them.
Huh?
I don't personally, but some girls enjoy that.
They enjoy the man talking about himself.
I have a friend, right, very pretty friend, and she likes guys like that. She likes guys powerful like that. Bankers or in finance is how you say in English? Finance?
Yes, it's okay.
Finance?
It's okay.
Okay. And then they like guys like that, like they talk about themselves and how good they do in business and how good they do in general, and they just stay there looking pretty. And let's don't pretend that this doesn't exist. You know these guys that they just like to sit in the restaurant with a powerful man, looking pretty, wearing nice heels, and that's all what they like. They enjoy their lives like that.
Wow.
And we're surrounded by this community, they everywhere.
Wow, that's a shame.
It's maybe not our case.
That's a girl who has no self-worth, if you ask me.
No, and I actually do vibe with that because there are some girls who don't want to work, who just want to live off being pretty.
Okay.
And I'm literally sitting now thinking that, can you actually, what happens when the beauty goes away? Like, that doesn't even make sense
beauty
to me.
never goes away, sweetie.
We were born like this, we will die like this.
But
I know what you mean.
People,
you know, let's talk about some of the bad habits some of these guys you know, have.
Yep.
So let me paint a scenario.
Do you have a random guy as well with bad habits? I'm sure.
I'm sure she does.
Okay, random stories.
No, it's not random. It's experience. Don't say random. Now, so for instance, you go to the cinema and you're watching a movie. Let's say The Princess Bride or Sound of Music or whatever, or Coming to America.
I love Coming to America.
That's a classic.
Well, I love it too. But then when you go to the cinema on the first day with a guy, and the guy is saying word for word, you know, repeating everything, and is literally like in the movie, and thinking, can you keep quiet? Let the person,
like,
you know, or like, let's say you're playing music in the car, and then he's singing along, and you're thinking, who sings this song? He's like, oh, yeah, that's Michael Jackson. I said, can you sing it, please? Like, really? You know, what are those bad habits that would just totally like put you off?
Bad habits.
Sleeping in the cinema.
Now that's okay. Firstly, I don't actually sleep over. That's
no,
what
in the
my
cinema. I've been with a guy who actually slept in the cinema.
So I
well,
never,
it happened to me before.
It
I
happened
fall
to me
asleep
too.
in the cinema too.
We're sharing an experience.
Yes.
Sleeping in the cinema, and he actually snored. I didn't even know he was sleeping until I had.
Oh no, no way! But with snoring, I actually would never know if a guy snores because I never sleep over.
I did not say I
never
slept
in your life.
over.
No, but she's talking about the cinema. She's
Cinema.
not
No,
talking about
apart from
sleepover.
cinema, I'm just saying in general.
Why would you sleep over? What's the big deal? Why not?
No, I like my bed. I just like my own space.
So if you're going out, because we've gone past the
I've
dating,
gone and I'm in a relationship.
you won't sleep with the boys.
Really?
I'll still go
So you will
home.
never sleep with your boyfriend?
I wouldn't sleep over.
Wow.
I'll get up and go home.
So when do you start sleeping over?
I never.
Until
I haven't been married yet, so I wouldn't know about that. But I never sleep over. I'll hang out with you.
What's the big deal though? Sleeping over?
I don't think it's a big deal. I just don't.
So if you go to your boyfriend's house and it's late, and you know it's late,
I will take my car keys and I'll leave.
it's dangerous out there. What if something
Don't you
happens
think
to
just
you?
the opposite side?
see, that's why I don't go for someone that
I
lives
would
far
not
away.
let the guy.
I don't go for someone that lives far away.
But then
they're
you're limiting
moving on.
yourself. You're limiting yourself though, AJ. You're limiting yourself.
No, I won't.
You know, listen, when you date one, you know, there's a saying that our communities are very small. So you end up dating, and the next thing you know, you're dating a guy in your neighborhood, and I live down the street from you. And that happens to be my ex.
Every night.
That happens to be my ex you're dating, because you're not moving out of that community to go out there to find somebody else, because you want somebody who's close and convenient. We all know each other.
Yeah.
You know, that's what the problem is. Would you date your friend's ex?
Hell no.
Never.
What if you didn't know
No.
that was your friend's
Well, if
ex?
you didn't know, then you didn't know.
Okay, so
But if you didn't know,
I'll
but you always know.
no, I'll create a scenario.
Okay.
Okay. It happened to me.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. I met this girl, and you know, we became friends. And not knowing that she was dating this guy probably like months before I came into the scene. Now, I think she knew that I was dating the guy, and that's why she befriended me. But I went in with all the innocence because I thought she was a cool
Seriously?
girl. I liked her, and then I found out later that, you know, we're dating the same guy.
This guy.
Yeah, and you know,
Crazy.
and I was so in love with the guy. So I asked the guy, I said, well, what happened? He said, well, I broke up with her, and I believed him. I believed the guy.
He was probably lying.
So I said, well, what's her problem? Like, they're not together anymore. Why is she, you know? And it was a disaster. We both didn't end up with the guy, and we both didn't we're not friends anymore, like, obviously, because of that. And it's really sad, because women tend to become, you know, enemies, or there's animosity between us because of a man.
Each other,
and it shouldn't, because
yeah.
she knew, but there was no support. I don't know. I'm confused, because I was like, did I do something wrong? I didn't do anything wrong, because I didn't know.
Exactly. You're the innocent party. So
but what if you knew that that's your friend's ex?
What would you
And
do?
you totally like your friend. The friend comes to you and says, this guy is a bum.
But when you find out after you actually met the guy, you like him, and then after you find out is your friend ex. That's what you're saying? Or
Either way.
The question is, how close am I to this friend? Because if you, like, you're my friend, you're my proper friend, I would have known about a guy like that who may have fit the description of this guy that I'm meeting right now.
So if you don't know about the guy, means he's not
So-
as
so-
as
Then
close
that means I'm
friend.
not as close
so
with a
you're free to
girl
do.
as it is.
AJ, so if this guy has all the qualities you're looking for in a man, intellectual conversation, good breath, he doesn't wear white socks. He's just everything, he checks
Oh,
all the
my
boxes.
Lord.
What would you do? And that's your friend's ex, and you know.
Lord Jesus.
And your friend doesn't want to be with him anymore.
Just-
And they've gone their separate ways.
Oh
So then
my.
you told to your friend.
And say what?
You go and talk to your friend and
Your
say,
friend
"Look,
doesn't own him.
no, but you can't talk to her
How
just,
did
just to make sure she's okay with you
How
having
did
the
you break up?
relationship.
No.
How did how like?
I don't
how
think
did
that. I don't think that if my friend is moving on, she will go and talk to
The guy.
the guy and
The
say,
question
I'm
is,
moving on.
how did the breakup even happen?
Doesn't
'Cause
matter.
No, that is not even
If
relevant
the guy
at this
is a
point.
cheater,
You're already in love with the guy.
How you get him is how you keep him.
But
So
you're
if the
already
guy's
in
a
love.
cheater,
You're already in love
and
with the guy.
that's the reason why she moved out, then that means you're probably setting yourself up for heartbreak yourself.
But he's not cheating on her with you though. They've broken up.
So this guy I liked. I liked.
These days,
You know, the way
as
you're looking at
now,
me.
as you liking this guy,
The way girls are looking at me.
No judging, no judging.
Don't judge me,
No,
honey.
you
Okay.
liking a guy.
I was liking a guy, and I met him through my friend. Only for me to realize that my friend's sister dated the guy.
And your
Oh no,
friend never
cousin.
say anything.
Friend's cousin, and she never said anything until she realized that the two of us started talking.
So what
I
happened?
didn't know the sister. I didn't know the sister. I had never met that. Sorry, the cousin. I'd never met the cousin at all. And apparently, like she told me like, oh, it's not a big deal. Obviously, like the two of them had a falling out. It wasn't like a proper breakup, but it was a falling out sort of thing. Like they both knew that it wasn't gonna work. But it sort of threw me off.
So you didn't do it because of
I'm
somebody's cousin.
I'm a respecter of the.
You're gonna give up your happiness over somebody you don't even know.
But
Who doesn't
technically-
want what you want right now?
Technically, he wasn't really my happiness.
There you go.
There were
She didn't
there
like
were-
him that
there were
much.
few
Okay.
skirmishes, but he was a great guy. But
Okay.
I am a respect of the girl code, and girls have double crossed me that way. Like guys that they know, it's not even a relationship. It's not matured into a relationship. But guys they know I'm talking to, guys I have literally told
Expressed
them
to
that.
them.
I have expressed through their friends that this is a guy I'm actually feeling. I'm feeling him the guy, and I think something may work out. And they go behind me and start talking to the guy and actually start getting with the guy. So
Yeah, that's a
But
no
it's
go
just
area.
because we're jealous of each other. We don't support each other as a community.
This is also happening because we're a very small community.
Well,
How about
that's
that?
true.
Because I believe that everybody's somebody's ex. So if you're going to think about it that way, then we're never going to date. Because, you know, there's always
It depends on the
one
guy.
out of 5 people. Is it a circle? We need to change our circle. What do we need? Do we need to move away? Like, do you need to travel? Probably meet somebody on the flight?
Bottom line, it depends on, I don't think it even depends on the ex or who the girl is, but more of who the guy knows. So if you're in a circle of friends, yeah, once you date someone in the pool, don't go back into that pool. It's as simple as that.
What is a big pool?
regardless.
I mean,
Why?
No, usually you will see there's a circle of friends. There may be 20 friends even. But
Right.
my thing is, once you get into those, that you take one out of the 20, don't go back to the 19,
But what-
regardless of who it is.
why are you limiting yourself?
No, because
You're not
It
gonna
just-
go back for it, but what if it happens?
What if it happens?
It
And the
might
thing
happen.
is, you know, some men are friends, but you don't know that your boyfriend.
know
You probably
each
don't know
other.
that well, your boyfriend knew the guy you met down the street,
Yeah.
right? Your ex-boyfriend. You didn't know. That's how it is. It's like
my friend was telling me a story about a guy that she had met. So they were like friends who came around. One guy toasted her, and they saw that I had a thing for a while. But apparently, the other friend was the one that really liked her, and she liked him. But the other friend crossed the guy and then came to her.
look.
Years later, she and the guy hooked up, and it went perfectly.
Look,
So sometimes,
I can tell you a story. It happened to me. I was in Amsterdam, and I was in a club with a few of my friends, and there were like 3 or 4 Dutch guys who had just come out from the club. and
Dutch
they come
guys.
out-
Do you say Dutch guys?
Dutch
are they
guys.
hot?
Dutch
They are
guys.
just so
Ish.
liberal
And then, oh
and
my.
hot. Okay.
Right.
I'm missing
Yeah.
that.
So,
in this
yeah.
movie.
Right. Yeah.
Dutch
So one of them walks up to me because I was standing there, and my friend, it was one male and then 2 females, whatever. We were just standing there having a chat, drinks or whatever. It was happy hour. So one of them walks up to me. You can tell that they just came from work, they were in their suits and everything. They're using their
Alright.
tires. You know, it's okay. Then one walks up and tells me, "Hi, what's up? How are you?" I'm like, "I'm good." I thought he was boring. I judged him right there and then. He got it. He walked away. The next guy comes and tries his luck with me. So I like the 4th guy. So until the 4th guy came, I was like, hi. You can dance with me, you can have my number. But I think the 3 other guys respected the fact that one person came first does not mean that you own me.
Correct.
That's the problem we're having in these
this
parts.
community.
Because
Right.
at the end of the day, if I'm standing in the club and 3 friends and one of them walks up to me, he becomes territorial. Then the rest of the 3 guys
Exactly.
cannot even talk to me anymore.
Exactly.
And maybe I like one of them. So
But then it's for us to go and walk to the guy. Is it right as women to go in a club and go and talk to the guy, or do we need to wait for the guy to come to us?
Wait for that guy.
Oh, me, I don't wait. I go.
if you like, go.
You
Why
are?
do you wait?
Eh?
If
Sorry.
you like somebody and it's a big group of guys and you checking like eyes all night and you like that person but he's a bit shy, he's not coming to you.
If you like someone who's your father's friend, would you do it? Let's say your father is hosting.
Let me tell you something. My
tell me.
father had very hot friends, you know,
Okay.
when I was a teenager. So
Tell us.
I'm not saying I will do something, but you never know. Maybe.
What do you wear? So did you do something?
I didn't, but I really feel like I want to. You know, when you have this gym teacher that you really want to like, yeah, when you're like 17, 18.
Yeah.
So I had this, my father friend, that he was really, you know, this intellectual thing that you were talking about before. I was just sitting in the table listening to this, like a little bit of gray hair, the glasses. He was so attractive.
Yeah, I think that's
And
very sexy.
I know
Yeah,
some older
yeah.
men are like, whew, RMD. Oh my lord.
Is he your father's friend?
No, he's not.
Would you date him though?
RMD, hell yeah. I was telling my friend like recently, like I saw him in a video. I was like, ish, man, this one older man that I'll be like, hell.
No, but on a serious
It depends
note,
on how old, though.
Yeah.
How old are we talking about? Because if he's too old, there's no future. You can't really make a family. I met a guy that is 26. When he first told me, I was a bit like, I'm not sure. But we got to know each other. The conversation is so cool. He's even more mature than me. He's
Really?
independent.
We're talking about maturity.
He's handsome. He's very good.
He's paid?
So it's only.
He's
it's-
paid?
I don't know yet because we haven't had a proper date yet. But since he's 26 and I'm 28, do I already need to say no? No, I like him. Why do I need to put?
Look.
Age
barriers?
is a number when it comes here.
No.
No.
Listen. I have an auntie.
It's a factor.
I have an auntie in the States who is 10 years older than her husband. and they have two wonderful kids together.
And they happily married.
And they've been married for like 25 years or
Yeah.
28 years now.
Congrats.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So,
there's
and
nothing wrong with
then
that.
I also
I do
have another uncle who, you know, married a younger lady or whatever you want to call it, the other way around, like what you're saying, 5 years older, and they divorced after like 6 years. So then again, you see, it's the person, it's individual. You
But
understand?
younger,
It's individual.
no, never. Maybe when I'm 60.
I
then I'll
think you
go
should
for
try.
younger.
I think you should
No.
try and then you will stay there.
You want to be a cougar?
Once you go.
So what
I
about
would
married
prefer
men?
that.
We're being honest here. What about married men? You know, would you date a married man? Are you choking on your drink? Do you want some water?
I'm good, thank you.
Will you date a married man?
Oh yeah, would you date a married man?
No, you start, please.
You can
AJ, you're the one with the stories. Would you date
You know what?
a married man?
Let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, let's be honest. If you ask me, I would say no.
Okay.
Can it happen? It can.
I don't want these politically correct
No,
answers.
it's true.
Be honest.
I agree
I
with
won't
her.
do it. I won't do it like as in morally.
A calculated-
consciously
a
set
I'm
out
being
there.
absolutely
effort,
honest with you right now. My father used to cheat in my mother, so I used to see that all the time. So when I see married guys that go around with girls, I will always say no.
Yeah.
I will always say
Yeah.
no. But it has happened to me.
Yeah.
I didn't date, but I saw a few guys, a couple of dates, you know, with a guy that was married. It didn't ended up like nothing,
Yeah.
but I went on a date, you
Yeah.
know, then I found out they were married, whatever.
Yeah.
So we can't really say no to something that
Yeah.
it can happen to
True.
anybody,
Yeah.
because what if you meet a guy that is really handsome, he treats you well,
Yeah.
and then after you find out the guy is married?
Yeah, I wouldn't date a married man. I wouldn't go out there to say I'm dating a
Exactly,
married
make a
man.
conscious effort to do
No,
it.
I don't think any woman does though. Or there's some
No,
women who
some
say I
people-
want a
some
married
people
man.
Not
actually make a
consciously.
conscious effort to
Yeah.
do that because, and I have friends who actually attested to the fact that they prefer a married man because A, he's not going to give you pressure. He already has his own stuff going on.
Yeah.
And like there's so much other benefits they think, like no pressure, no one's actually knocking on your door, nobody wants to see you all the time, you have all your life to yourself.
But then you'll never be the
and
main
they
girl,
set
you will
him
never have the main attention.
and then that's the thing, is
it's
you
pointless.
never have attention. You're
Yeah.
always going to be the second
kept
fiddle,
woman.
Yeah.
the one that is always in the shadows, and you never get to go to official engagements. Oh,
Yeah, but some
Let's-
girls,
let's
some
also-
girls are saying they don't mind being in the shadows so far as you just keep lavishing her with nice things.
Well,
Like,
these are
she
the
doesn't
girls that
mind.
are sitting in the
Things-
table looking pretty. It's the same
things
girls that
after
we
a
were
while
talking about
will
before.
get old. That's the thing. And then again, I never refute the power of karma. You may be thinking that it's okay now, but you're hoping to be in
AJ,
a
I
situation.
think we're being a bit too hard on
And,
ourselves. You know
yes.
why? Wait. Listen, I wouldn't go out there and say dating a married man. It could happen. But then again, I'm also not going to wreck a married man's home. Now that's where karma becomes
Yeah.
a problem.
Actually,
Yeah.
that's
Because at the end of the
true.
day, if I'm dating a married man and he is,
Yeah, and you
and
respect yourself,
we
he
have an
respects
understanding, and I
himself,
respect
yeah.
him, and he respects me, and I respect his. I have to respect his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying I've done it or I'll do it, but if it happens, I have to respect it. And if I do, that means that I'm not wrecking his home, basically. Because back in the olden days, you know, before Christ, I think there was a brothel that was actually allowed for married men to go there and have concubines.
Here in
And
Ghana?
Eh,
before
Christ, in Rome.
Biblical times.
In Rome.
Hallelujah.
You know, so then what happens is they go
Before
there and it
Christ.
helps with the marriage because you know there's certain things. PDD will say. I read an article he wrote in Ebony when he did an interview with Kim Porter, and they're twins when they first had them, and he says, you know, I don't want to marry Kim because once I marry Kim,
Someone
I-
has to fill his her
I
place.
can't do the kind of things I'll do with my girlfriend with my wife. You see the difference? So some people would want to have a girlfriend, somebody that they can do certain things with that they probably could not do with their missus.
I think-
And that is why, you know, PDD never married Kim Porter. And that's what he said actually in that Ebony, I think 2005, one of the editions.
We are very,
you
very
know.
harsh with the women. What
So I think
about
we're being
the
too
guy,
hard on
though?
ourselves.
Would you walk out of a relationship if the man cheated? A marriage if the man cheated?
Yes.
Is that
Will
a
you?
deal
You
breaker?
will leave?
Yeah, I
You will
will.
leave?
Why are you cheating? The fact that I found out you're cheating means that you're disrespecting me. I shouldn't find out.
Yeah.
So once I
So
find
you
out,
mean you
I
can
believe
do it,
that.
but don't let me find out?
listen, that's respect. I think that's respect.
If you're afraid of the
It's
fact
going to
that your wife
happen.
will find out.
Whether you keep your man on a leash or not is going to happen. But
It's gonna
don't-
happen that they can
I
cheat?
don't want to know.
Preach, my sister.
I don't want to know.
Wait,
Once
so
I
every single
know,
man cheat.
everybody cheats. You will cheat as well on your husband. Maybe. Who knows? I might cheat. You might cheat. We all might cheat. But don't let your spouse find out. Once they find out, I'm not saying we will do it. It's inevitable. But if you do,
Do not
once
bring
your
it-
spouse,
don't make it
don't bring
obvious.
it.
That-
Once
that
it comes to
domain,
my
yeah.
spouse's face,
Yeah.
then you're disrespecting me.
Yeah.
You know,
I absolutely
hide
agree
it,
with that, yeah.
and whatever. Or if you think you're hiding to do something, then don't do it. You know what I'm saying? If you can't bring it into the light and it's not going to cause any problems, then don't do it. But if you happen to do it, keep it. That's me. That's what I think. You know, that's my opinion. What about the men who are marriage material? As in, he's got everything, but he's not married, and you wonder, like, this guy, sister, he's old.
You have raised a point.
Yes, does he have a problem?
You have raised a very good point.
I'm sure he has more than one problem. Not only one problem.
What is the problem?
Why are you 45? You
There
have
is
a nice house.
something in the
You live in a nice car. You've never been married before.
My sister.
So why? Why?
I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Because it doesn't make any sense. I can't do because at a point in time in your life, you have to say, it's like you're 38, you're 40, you have everything. You're in this apartment and you are still not married. Are the girls in Accra blind?
Maybe he's not.
Are they not seeing potential?
Maybe he's not seeing potential in the girls.
Yeah, I think it's more on them.
Then he has a problem.
Why are we
Then it
single?
shows that he has a problem because they are like there's beautiful, intelligent, hardworking women all around you. I'll assume, and you cannot see marriage or settlement or relationships.
They're probably not looking for it. They're probably not even looking for
any of these women, right? And you're actually just assuming that somehow God will drop manna from heaven in a woman. Why have you not been?
What if he doesn't want to get married? You know what I'm saying?
He's probably not looking for it.
Not everybody wants to get married.
Yeah. So why are you wasting my time? You're not
he's not wasting anybody's time. He's there. He's there.
No, he's not seeing marriage in his future. I am seeing marriage in my future. So we are not compatible. So don't waste my time. Women, you see, honestly, you would see the woman's prospects, and after a few meetings, you know that the woman wants a picket fence, and she wants a lovely place, and she wants kids,
everybody wants
or
security.
something in the future. And if you are saying no to that, then why are you wasting her time?
How can you spot this on the first date?
Not
so
the
then
first
we can
date.
find out what you're gonna do
No,
tonight.
the subsequent days.
You've graduated beyond the first date.
We've gone beyond just the first date. We've gone beyond all these things, and now you've met somebody, and you're talking, you know.
And
but I mean, sometimes it shouldn't always go to marriage. It shouldn't end up in marriage all the time. Whatever. You know.
I'm on a road, and I have no destination. No, I'm driving a car.
So what about the dating website?
I don't see a hotel ahead of me to stop. I'm just driving for the rest of my life.
What about the dating
It's
website?
such a statement.
Dating website?
Yeah.
Or is that sorry?
Dating website.
Are we talking about Millionaire Matchmaker?
I don't know any of them.
If you're giving me that,
No,
hello.
it happens. Sorry, you know what's the good thing about social media or Instagram? Or that's when you don't know physically the person, is the only way you have to get to know the person. So you actually talk much more. Like you're not only interested in that attraction and that first date and that sex and like those things. No, you're interested in getting to know the person.
Yeah.
So social media sometimes they make that relation even stronger.
Yeah.
Because you get to know each other.
Translation, Google. When a man slides into that DM, holler back.
I met some good friends through
social media.
Phone conversations.
Totally.
You know the thing though. It's happened. I don't know if it's happened to you before, but it's happened to me before where I fell in love with a guy just by speaking to him on the phone for a very long time. And I hadn't even seen him.
Yes.
But I was totally in love with the guy.
Yes.
And I think the disappointing factor comes up when you see the guy and you're like, okay.
But you didn't see a picture
You
before.
can't place the voice to the look. So what are you going to do with that? You know what I mean? But I have totally fallen in love with a guy who I was talking on the phone. And when I saw him, I was so disappointed. So after the first date, you had a good time. You probably even end up getting a bit personal with him. You know what I mean? Some flavor, right? And then he doesn't call you again. I will just die. I will probably be poisoned.
Why don't you call him?
Well, I call him and he's not picking up.
Oh
but he should call. But he should
God.
call. He should call, right?
Like,
Yeah, I will call.
after a few hours, you haven't called. You didn't call me you didn't call that I'm asleep. You didn't call that I'm waking up. You didn't text that am I okay at work. You didn't check up all through this time.
So what will you do?
We beg.
Hey, Mom, that's a problem.
What would you do?
What will I do?
Yeah.
I will hunt you down.
I'm gonna find you. What would you do?
Yeah, you know what, I will call, but let me tell you, I was saying the other day in TV that girls, we do something a lot, and this is true. When we go on a date, and then the guy didn't text, didn't call, you know what we do? We send a text saying, hey, only hey.
Yeah.
Waiting for the answer, as in like, what is hey?
Yeah.
Hey is only hey. Say, hey, how are you? I love the date yesterday, whatever. But no, we only say hey.
So
Expecting
it's
the
okay
guy
to
to
call.
do the whole conversation. So of course we should call and say, hey, I had a lovely time with you. Let's repeat.
AJ, call, okay? Call, so that you don't meet all those guys by the roadside who are waiting to get home.
Those are the crazies. Those are the crazies.
No,
we
you
go
don't
with
meet all
the
those
crazies.
big guys. You should actually call.
Okay, I'll consider calling. Yes.
Yes.
So toast to a good night.
Salud, baby. Salud, salud.
Good luck,
Good
Charlie.
luck.
I just read you need it.
I did.